Actually, in response to those settlement moves that you mentioned, the UN Security Council wasn't supposed to take up a resolution condemning Israel, but the Palestinian Authority last night pulled back that resolution. Some reports that this is part of a deal brokered by the U.S. in return for the PA and Israel refraining from unilateral actions. For more, let's go to our senior U.S. correspondent, Mike Wagenheim, is at the UN. So not this resolution, Mike, but what did happen today in the Security Council?
A presidential statement. That's what it came down to, because as a Palestinian envoy to the United Nations, Riyad Mansour, told us a few moments ago, there was one country and only one country, he wouldn't name it by name, but obviously he's talking about the United States, who was willing to use their veto, he said, in order to shoot down that resolution. Therefore, the next step, according to all involved, was that they would form this presidential statement, which doesn't have the binding force of international law, doesn't have the binding force of the Security Council, but just a statement basically saying that the Security Council disagrees with Israel expanding its settlements, that it considers it an obstacle to peace. Now, way down that presidential statement was a note that the Security Council expects that the Palestinian Authority will condemn terror and act to contain it. Israeli ambassador to the United Nations, Gilad Erdan, made clear a few moments ago in addressing the media that he really didn't appreciate that it wasn't the focus, or more of a focus on that statement, that it wasn't as balanced as Israel would like it to be, especially in light of the recent terror attacks against Israeli citizens and the counter-terrorism operations that have resulted from that, which the Palestinians have blamed Israel for. So a consensus statement with the Security Council in effect now through this presidential statement mechanism, but in terms of something that the Israelis and the Palestinians are happy with, neither side really seems to be happy with the outcome we saw here today.